Lemon tea, so good. What's Gucci, y'all? It's your girl Jay, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hey. My name's Jay, and on this channel we talk about everything, okay? How to live your best life, how to become the best version of yourself, self-love, growth, dealing with parents, becoming an adulting, personal development, and so much more. So if you're interested in any of that, you want to hear more tea on that, subscribe and hit the post notification bell so you can be the first to know when I drop some new heat, okay? And I don't know if y'all can see. Can y'all see the smoke? I have my incense burning because, girl, this always sets the vibe. I love me some incense. It just smells so good. So we have this burning. All right, so the first thing about making the best out of still living with your parents, still living at your parents' house, is to not give a rat's ass what your parents have to say. Before I elaborate, I just want you to know, first things first, always respect your parents and always show respect to them. I don't want y'all to feel like you have to be rude to them or, you know, treat them a certain type of way, because at the end of the day, you are still under their roof, so you still need to be respectful to them. I'm talking mentally. I'm talking about you, because you want to be at peace. If you want to accomplish your goals, you need to be at peace. And sometimes your external is not peaceful. It's chaotic. That's why it's important for you to have inner peace so that nothing outside of you bothers you. You are in this situation. There's nothing else you can do about it at this very moment. It's where you're at. You have to accept it. So
suck it up, buttercup.
Accept it for what it is. Work with what you have until you can receive better things and you can receive the things that you actually want in life. It's not just gonna be handed to you, sis, but you have to recognize your blessings right now. Yes, you are blessed right now. Even if you're going through a tough time, even if you're in a tough situation, I promise you there's always something to be grateful for, and you always have blessings surrounding you. You have the eyes to watch this video. You have the breath in your lungs to breathe. You have a place to live. Emotional intelligence and emotional maturity is a crucial part of adulting and getting through this in the most peaceful way possible. Learn when to be silent and to bite your tongue as much as possible. No matter how many times you want to say something, you want to clap back, you want to you just want to say something, no matter how bad you want to react, learn to just bite your tongue and stay silent. I know sometimes people can say things to you that just agitates you, but you have to have emotional maturity to just stay silent and react with peace. It's also imperative to have deep understanding and be willing to compromise and agree to disagree. Ask yourself, what was your parents' childhood like? How did they grow up? What trauma did they go through and still not heal from in their childhood? What are they projecting onto you? Why are they projecting onto you? What's the underlying reason that they say and do the things that they do? Dig deeper. Don't always take things personal, because if you have JW parents, there's a reason that they're JWs. Jehovah's Witness organization, it attracts certain people, and they go for weak people. They go for people that are going through something, going through death, going through a traumatic experience. They go for the weaker people because they can better control and manipulate them. So is there some sort of trauma or something that your parents haven't yet dealt with, haven't yet healed themselves, that they may be projecting onto you consciously or subconsciously? Sometimes they don't even know. See your parents as their younger self. See your parents as a young child, a hopeless little child, you know, that you just want to show love to, that doesn't know any better. At the end of the day, if you're not healed, you're not gonna know better. Sometimes your parents just don't know better. They're just trying to do the best for you with what they know. So you have to take that into consideration and have deep understanding and just know, trust, and believe, listen, they don't know what's good. I know what's good. I'm gonna keep silent. I'm gonna keep pushing through until I can get into a better situation. They expect us to be rude, to retaliate, to be rebels, symbols, to be satanic. But this is where the magic is. This is where we need to switch it up on them. We have to play them at their own game, respectfully, okay? Respectfully. We're not coming at them crazy. No. That's what they expect from us. So we have to approach them with respect and play them at their own game. React with peace. React like a mature adult. Let them see that you are starting to mature, because there's nothing they can do when they see you starting to mature. They may say or do something to you just to get a reaction out of you. And once they see you're not acting on that, you're not reacting the way that they think you would, that's when they're like,
how come he not doing nothing? How come she not doing nothing? She not, like, where her attitude at?
They feed off of that. It solidifies what they think about you, like, oh, she's just this rebel, he's just this rebel, or yada, 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 yada. No, switch it up on them. Just stay cool, calm, collected, smile through it. They say or do something, you just,
I don't care. I don't care.
That is the best way to dissolve an argument. I'm sure you heard of the saying, don't fight fire with fire. Literally, no one can argue if there's no one to argue with. It takes two to tango. So if they want to argue, they want to try something, they want to say something, you just take a deep breath and just act like you don't care, because that will bother them. They have no one to argue with. They have nothing to say because you ain't even there to say anything back. Figure out and ask yourself, what are the main things that you and your parents argue about on a daily? What are the realistic things that they expect out of you? When I say realistic, I mean things that actually benefit you and not the other way around. Do they expect you to do chores? Do they expect good grades from you? Do they expect you to do the laundry, clean the bathroom, clean the kitchen, cook a meal? Shit, even taking care of the smallest bill. Do they expect you to take care of a bill, light bill, electricity? You are living in their house, and as you get older, you have to accept that responsibility. Of course, you know, some parents, they don't expect you to pay bills, and that is great. Hold on to that. Appreciate that while you can, because that is a blessing. Put the effort in. Make them see that you ain't playing around. You're starting to get responsible and mature. All they can do is just sit back and be like, how is it that she's not supposed to be acting like that? How is she acting like an adult now? Like, especially when they start to see that you're not with the cult, you're not with the religion anymore, they expect you to fail when you leave the religion. So you have to prove them wrong. Those chores that they're expecting you to do is actually helping you. What do you think is gonna happen when you move out the house? This is going to help you be independent. Learn how to do your own laundry, learn how to cook your own food, go buy your own food, get transportation, get a car, learn how to drive, take yourself places. Paying bills, even if it's small, it helps you become responsible and gets you used to paying bills. And that's when they can't say anything, because it's like, I pay bills in this house too. But even if, they still will be like, it's still my house, it's still my rules. And at the end of the day, you just have to accept that. On the other hand, if you have JW parents that expect you to do JW stuff, that's when you have to detach mentally. At the end of the day, if they won't let you out of that and they just expect you to do all these things and you have to, you gotta do what you gotta do. Prepare for meeting, fake prepare. It is so easy to fake prepare for meeting. Read the first sentence, last sentence, highlight a few, write a few scriptures, make a little comment. If they want you to go out in service, I'm sorry, child. Be busy, be busy. Nah, I got work. Actually, I gotta study for a really important test. Always be busy. Spend more time doing things for you and less time doing things for the organization. If they want you to comment more, prepare more, bro, put as little energy as you can into anything having to do with JW. Just do the very least. Do as little as you can. Do the bare minimum. It's the same when you work in a 9-to-5 job, when you really want your side hustle to be your main income. That's what you gotta do. Do the bare minimum. Whether it comes to your 9-to-5 job, whether it comes to doing JW stuff, do the bare minimum. Exert as little energy into that JW-ish so you can exert the most energy into yourself. You can invest in yourself. You can pour into
yourself.
Because at the end of the day, are they really pouring into you? Yes, they may show love to you. You guys may have like some type of relationship, but if they are encouraging you to do witness stuff, that is not pouring into you. That is manipulation. Even if they don't realize it yet, it is manipulation. It is toxicity. That religion is toxic. It is your responsibility to do this for yourself, because your JW parents,
they ain't gonna do that.
They're not going to do that. So it is your job to take the responsibility now to take care of yourself and pour into yourself right now. Listen, as much as they say this, that, and the third, At the end of the day, my love, you are living rent-free.
You are living rent-free.
Appreciate that. Appreciate living rent-free. They have so many bills they have to pay. Plus, they may be going to work. On top of that, they have meeting stuff. You know, even though it's not, you know, the meeting stuff isn't your thing, it's what matters to them and it's what they love. So you have to accept that. It's what makes them happy. The religion is what makes them happy. Respect it and accept it. Understand that they may be going through a lot of stress as well. So make things as easy as possible for you, which in turn makes it easy for them. Don't let them have to say anything. Just do everything that you need to do before they even have to say anything. You are living rent-free. You are eating every day. You get transportation places. You are blessed. I want you to write down, seriously, write down everything that you are grateful for, everything you're thankful for, all the blessings you have. Do you have food in your fridge? Do you have a car to take you places? Do you have a bed to sleep on at night? Do you have a pillow to sleep on at night? Can you watch TV? Do you have hot water? Can you take a clean shower multiple times a day? Do you have clothes to put on your back? Are you able to wear different outfits every single day? Do you have a washer machine where you don't have to physically wash your clothes? You are blessed. You are so blessed. You have so many blessings. I need you to realize that and appreciate it for what it is. I said you were living rent-free, not peace-free. So even though it may not be peaceful within the home, make sure you find peace within yourself. It may not be your first choice. It may not be what you want, but guess what? You gotta surrender to the cards that you have been dealt. Prioritize your peace and figure it out until the situation gets better. Stop fighting against the waves. Just go with the flow and do what you can. Don't stress what you can't control. What you can't control you. What you cannot control you. Always ask yourself, how can I be peaceful in this situation? Someone who loves themselves, what would they do in this situation? Remember, you control your emotions, you control your peace, and you control your surroundings. Even if that means that you can only control your room, you can only have a safe haven in your room, clean up your room, clean up your environment, get some candles, get some incense, get to work, put some nice music on, make your room your safe haven. Make your room where you have peace. Even if you have to go in your car. My car was my safe haven. I loved being in my car. I would literally just stay in my car for as long as I can because it was really the only place I felt peace. So if that's what you need to do what you need to do, sis. Figure it out. Maybe you have a park right by your house that you can walk to. Maybe there's a coffee shop that you love going to. Figure it out. Always ask yourself, how can I bring more peace into my life? How can I attain inner peace within? If they don't let you go out or have friends that you actually like, get a job and save money. I have a job series on how to get a job that I'm going to be adding on how to actually get the job, how to pass the interview, other job ideas. You have to figure out the steps to get you from point A to point B. You can't just sit down and be sad like, oh, boo-hoo, poor me. This is the life that I have and I'm just going to accept it. No. Surrender to the cards you've been dealt. These are the cards you have. How can you play it in your favor? Life is a game. Like, it's literally a game. This is what you're given. Make it work. Figure it out. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna figure it out. You don't have to know everything right away. All you have to know is that this is point A and I want to get to point B and I will figure it out along the way. If you have friends and they don't really understand that, oh, I'm really working on myself, I'm going hard, I can't really hang out with you, or maybe your parents don't let you go out, then they're not your real friends. If they can't understand that, if they don't have the emotional intelligence and emotional maturity to understand that, then you need to start questioning yourself and questioning the people you have around you. If the people around you aren't encouraging you and motivating you, you need to cut them off. Cut them off. Don't be afraid to cut off people that are not for you. It's different when it comes to family because, you know, family's family. But I mean, if you have a really toxic family member that is just not good for you, cut them off. But family is different. You got to work with them. You can't choose your blood related family. Real friends understand you, they don't judge you, just communicate and talk to them. If you don't have friends, that is okay. Find great YouTubers that are mentors and can help you along your way. Find great podcasts, read great books, educate yourself. Knowledge is where it's at. Educate yourself. You may not realize it yet, but maybe the reason you're still with your parents is because you're just not ready yet. You may really want to get out, but mentally, you may not be there yet. You may be maybe still have lessons to learn and you still have to grow some more before you can blossom. Because guess what? We receive what we are ready for. So when you're truly ready for that apartment, you will get that apartment. Trust. You just have to stay ready so you don't ever have to get ready. Prepare yourself. Act as if you already get in the apartment. What would someone who is moving out, what would someone who has an apartment do? What are the things that they do? They have a job. They save money. They have their finances in order. They take care of themselves. Do everything that you would do in that apartment so you can prepare your mind for it. Because once you prepare your mind for it, the universe or God, whatever you believe in, they're gonna see like, oh, okay. She's aligning herself with a person that actually wants an apartment. Align yourself with the person you want to be. Become the best version of yourself. It starts with the day-to-day actions. Do this now. It's gonna be scary, but remember, what you want is on the other side of facing your fear. This is what you want. This is fear. If you don't pass this, if you don't go past your fear and you just face it anyway, you'll never reach what you want. I know it sucks to feel like you have to leave the house early when you shouldn't have to. You shouldn't have to feel like, oh my gosh, the only way I can have peace is if I leave my home. Nobody wants to feel like that. But sometimes it's just the situation you're in and you have to make do with what you got. That's why you gotta start preparing from now. Let them know that you mean business and you ain't playing no games. Prove to them that you mean business. You ain't playing. Where there's a will, there's a way. You want to do something, there's a way to do it. You just have to figure it out along the way. Sometimes it feels like you have absolutely no hope, but when you realize that you are literally in your own way and you stop sleeping on yourself, that's when everything starts to change. Only you can control what you can control. You may not be able to control your current circumstance, but you can control the way you think, your thoughts, your actions, your day-to-day life. Are you journaling? Are you taking care of yourself? Are you doing yoga? Are you exercising? Are you eating right? Are you drinking right? Are you saving your money? Are you taking the actions and the steps to get what you want? Because if you're not, what are you gonna do? Give up?
Give up?
We don't do that here. Nah. If you're on this earth, that's a blessing. Do you know how many people died this year? So many people. Well, I'm saying this video in 2022. I don't know if this is gonna be posted by 2022. So many people died in 2022. They would kill to have the life that you have now, to still be above ground. Being above ground, it's more than being alive. It's having the opportunity to do something with your life. And if you have the opportunity to do something with your life and you don't take it,
girl,
you crazy. You crazy for real. If you depressed, sis, you depressed already. Why not be sad trying instead of sad giving up and just letting everything happen as they do? No, don't be sad doing nothing about it. Be sad, yeah, cry, but do the actions like, but still do what I need to do anyway. Instead of just being sad in bed and doing nothing. Cry. If you need to cry, cry. If you need to take time for yourself, do that. But come on, you gotta roll with the punches. Do you have a job? Do you have a car? Do you have bills to pay? Be on top of it. Learn to budget. Save your money. Keep the money you make on a hush. Don't be telling nobody how much you making. Keep it on a hush. If you have bills to pay, pay it. Even offer to pay the smallest bill it is. And one thing, before you move out, if you want to show your parents that you're responsible, you have to at least pay a bill. Make sure you're paying your own phone bill. If you have your car, make sure you're paying your car bill. That's expensive, right? So if you can barely even pay your phone bill and your car note, how do you expect to pay for a whole apartment? Like, how do you expect to pay for rent and electricity and other bills and grocery bills and taking care of yourself on your own? That's what I'm saying. You're not going to be given the apartment if you're not ready for it. Prepare from now so you can be ready. They are not going to treat you like an adult if you're still making childlike decisions. Remember, doing all of this is training you to be a responsible adult. And being a responsible adult doesn't have to be
boring, paying bills.
No, you can have fun with it. You can go out, you can have friends, enjoy your life. Life is meant to be enjoyed. You just have to have balance. Balance your bills, balance taking care of yourself, balance fun things. It's not one or the other. It's not, oh, have this apartment, but now I'm gonna be depressed just working all the time and taking care of this. No, prioritize your peace. Enjoy the day-to-day life. It's not about the big things. It's really about the small things and how you take care of yourself and what that you do in your day-to-day routine. What is your morning routine? What is your night routine? Do you just do things on a whim? You go to sleep whenever, you go to sleep at 2 in the morning, you wake up at noon? No, have structure, plan your day, plan the steps, take care of yourself, take time out to eat right, take time out to exercise, do yoga, to meditate, to journal. Those may seem minuscule, but those are the very things that's going to help you become the better version of yourself. And it'll change how you feel mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, every single way, okay? Genuinely listen to what your parents have to say, because what your parents have to say, it may be good for you. Your parents, at the end of the day, they do at a certain point know better. They don't know everything, but they've been where you're at before. They were your age before, so actually listen to what they have to say. Eat the meat, spit out the bones. They may be actually helping you, and whatever is just JWBS, don't even listen to it. Don't. Ignore that part. Spit out the bones. Eat the meat, spit out the bones. What they have to say may actually benefit you and help you in the long run. Just learn how to take care of yourself. Don't let them feel like they have to be on top of you, be behind you. Learn how to cook, learn how to clean. You don't want them to have to say anything. I want it to be silent. And if you want it to be silent, then you gotta do what you gotta do so they don't have to say anything to you. Like,
that's what I'm trying to tell y'all.
so do what you gotta do, all right? Make that game plan. Make a morning routine. Do you guys have routines? What's your morning routine? What's your night routine? Let me know in the comment section below. You're not stuck. No matter what it feels like, you are not stuck. You can move. You are in control of your life. Stop sleeping on yourself.
And let's get this money.
Okay? But anyways, y'all, my incense is almost done. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. Or if this is your first time, thank you. Thank you so much. Why don't you hit that subscribe button, okay, if you want to hear more? Don't forget to hit the like button as well, okay? And if you want me to do part 2 on this video, I would most definitely be more than happy to. Just let me know, let a girl know, and I'm gonna see you in the next one, okay? Okay? Periana. Cheers, baby.